जय गुरुजी, जय गुरुजी संगत जी। आप सभी का गुरुजी के दरबार में बहुत बहुत स्वागत। गुरुजी के टाइम में अक्सर दो फ्रेजेस थे जो बहुत सुने और जिसके लिए कान तरसते थे सबके, कि गुरुजी कह दें कि जा ऐश कर। और दूसरा वर्ड है जो बहुत रिपीट होता है, शुक्राना। वो जा ऐश कर की जो ब्लेसिंग थी, a person of very very few words, it was actually so powerful, क्योंकि जब हम ऐश करते हैं मतलब हम अपनी हर तकलीफ़ हर फिक्र को भुला कर खुश होते हैं और रिजॉइस करते हैं। It is only possible if you have faith that there is someone sitting there looking after your troubles. कोई ऐसा बैठा है जो आपकी जितनी तकलीफ़ें हैं, जितनी चिंताएं, उनका ख्याल रख रहा है, इसलिए यू कैन जस्ट एन्जॉय योर सेल्फ टू अबैंडन, जस्ट अबैंडन ऑल योर वरीज एंड हैव फन। तो जा ऐश कर में एक तो फेथ थी, और दूसरा जब हम इवन एज अ मदर, इफ़ यू कुक फूड एंड यू सर्व फूड टू समवन and they like what you made. Your kids make a painting, they draw you, they sketch you, however it may be, and they show you, I've drawn you. And you appreciate that effort. If you feel happy about what the other person has done, if whoever you're serving the food to, they find it tasty, that is shukrana. In a way, rejoicement is nothing but shukrana. ये सृष्टि जो भगवान ने बनाई हमारे लिए, ये सब लोग जो हमारी ज़िंदगी में डाले, हमारे पेरेंट्स, हमारे सिबलिंग्स, फ्रेंड्स, गुरुजी खुद, गुरु परिवार, जो भी भगवान ने हमें दिया, अगर हमें उसमें खुशी मिलती है तो वो खुशी एक तरह का शुक्राना ही तो है। क्योंकि अगर कोई चीज़ हमें भगवान ने दी एंड वी आर नॉट हैप्पी विद इट, दैट्स नॉट शुक्राना, वो तो नाशुक्रापन है कि भगवान ने हमें दिया और हम उसका शुक्र नहीं कर रहे। तो वो जा ऐश कर और शुक्राना वाला दिन आ ही रहा है, जिसमें हम सबसे ज़्यादा करते हैं ये। दैट इज़ द डे गुरुजी वॉज बॉर्न, हिज बर्थडे। सो द 7th of July is Guruji's birthday, and it is coming, and we are getting ready to do both ऐश, so that उस ऐश में हम ये जाने कि वो बैठे हैं, हम मज़े करें, और उस ऐश में हम उनका शुक्राना करें। So on the 7th of July, please come and join the entire Guru Parivar to rejoice and celebrate Guruji's birthday. इसके लिए स्पेशल अमृत वेला सत्संग होगा सुबह 3:45 पर, और शाम को भी स्पेशल सेलिब्रेशन होगी। It is a Sunday, instead of 1 p.m. we'll be having a special satsang at 5 p.m. शाम को शुरू होगा, because there are other celebrations that will continue after the satsang. 5 to 6:30 will be the satsang as we have it. उसके बाद आरती होगी, फिर गुरुजी का केक कटेगा, और उसके बाद there will be performances that will be following that. And along with the performances, there would be langar. So we all have to get ready for the grand celebration. And आज का सत्संग, जो सत्संग भी एक सेवा है, that is also a way of saying shukrana to Guruji and realization that how he steps into our life when we need him the most. तो आज का सत्संग की सेवा जो है वो बीजल आंटी की है। I would now invite her to please come and share her satsang. आइए आंटी। जय गुरुजी।
Jai Guruji, Shukrana Guruji for giving me this opportunity to do my satsang today. I wasn't planning on doing my satsang today. I ran into Auntie earlier, and she's like, "You're doing satsang." I was like, "There's no way I'm doing it." She's like, "You could do it. Guruji chose you today." So I'm like, okay. Then I go to Sanjeev Uncle. He said the same thing. He's like, "You could do it. He chose you today." So I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. They both said, Guruji's with you. Rita auntie said, Guruji's with you. Purvi auntie. Everyone said, he's with you. Just go do it. You can do it. So here it goes. I first was introduced to Guruji in 2015, 2016, I think, through my husband's Masi, my Masi. We attended Guruji satsang at their house in 2016, I think it was. And I just loved it when I attended there. It just felt so peaceful, just felt so good, just felt right being there. Not that I understood a lot of the shabbats that were going on, but it just felt good. So after that, on and off, I started going to Guruji's Mandir. I think at the time it was the main Mandir in Edison. So I used to come off and on whenever time permitted. Came at least, I mean, I don't remember how many times, but I used to come given whatever time, opportunity was given to me. And then mid-2021, I would say, my dad was diagnosed with cancer. So that obviously made it very difficult just to do daily things. So coming to Guruji's helped me. It was therapy for me. And his condition became somewhat so that he was unable to go to work. So he took early retirement that summer. In July of 2022, he took early retirement. And my mom and he both decided, oh, you're retired now. I'm retired. Why don't we go do something? So they decided to take a trip to India for a few months. They had planned on staying there for a few months, visit all the temples and do yatra and the whole thing. So they left for India in end of November, right around Thanksgiving of 22. And 2 weeks after they reached India, December 22, my mom died. She passed away on her way. It was Ganesh Chaturthi that day. She was on her way to the Mandir to do puja, along with other family members. So yeah, 2 weeks after they went to India, she passed away. She had a cardiac arrest on her way to the Mandir. Her death obviously took a toll on the entire family, my brother and my sister, they were okay. They were handling it their way. I became numb, unable to grieve, depressed. And just didn't know any way out. So my mother-in-law, who also attends Guruji every week, she's not here today though. Mom, I miss you. She's like, you need to start coming with me. She's like, I don't care, no excuses. You're coming to Guruji's with me every week now. So I started coming with her, my Masi, and her family every week. And in a way, it was therapy for me. I'm sure many of you can agree. So, coming here, I felt at peace. I felt like I was at my mom's house again because I miss seeing her, So every time I come here, it just felt like, oh, I'm at mom's house. It felt good. So it felt right just coming here. Obviously her death affected me in a way that I wasn't even aware that it would affect me. I mean, health-wise, it affected me a lot with other issues, with weight gain and, depression and all this other things. With being unable to grieve my mom's loss and dealing with my dad, having cancer. After she passed away, a few weeks later, I would say maybe a month or two after, she came into my dream and she said, "Beta, I'm okay. Don't worry about me, I'm okay." Losing a parent is never easy, but just losing them unexpectedly is even worse. And I don't know if it's for a son or a daughter, but for a daughter, losing a mother is like losing her world, which is what I felt like. I felt lost. And just, again, coming here, it just pieced all the puzzle pieces together. It just felt good. So I started coming here all the time, every week. Eventually all the sevadars were like, "Ye seva karni hai, aaj wo seva karni hai." So I don't know if it was Guruji or my mom or whatever the case was, because she was the type, she loved feeding everyone. She loved feeding everyone. So I was like, maybe that's mom's way of, seva karo. So I'm now part of the crew. I help out as much as whatever I can they ask me to do. But yeah. So a few weeks after I started coming to Guruji's, I had a dream where my family and I were on a vacation somewhere. And we were away somewhere, and my mom had gone somewhere, and I wanted to go with my mom, but she had gone by herself. So I told my dad, I was like, "Dad, I'll just be right back. I want to go where Mom went." So I drove off. I'm driving to wherever my mom was. I'm on a bridge, and the bridge collapses. I became so scared, not being able to breathe. Obviously, this is still a dream. And I'm flying as free as a bird. And I'm passing, I see the ocean, river or something, and I see all these rooftops of buildings, and somehow I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna make this crash. I was like, I'm done. Somehow I land up on a rooftop, smooth as a silk, being untouched, not bruised, anything. I was like, oh, thank you, Guruji. Shukrana, Guruji, you saved me. So I don't know if that was his way of saying, I have you. I'm blessing you. You're with me. I'm looking over you now. So I don't know if that's his way of saying something. I don't even know if it makes any sense, but it makes to me. So, and then last summer was the time when I spent most of the time clearing out my mom's belongings, where I grew up in that house and I never saw a butterfly. I've lived there, 25, 30 years, never saw a butterfly there. And it was just me that day. My siblings weren't with me. And I just happened to be outside that day, and I saw a butterfly. Didn't know what that meant. I was like, oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I never saw one here, Come back the next day at my mom's house, see it again. I didn't know what the butterfly and Guruji, the whole connection was until someone had mentioned it via satsang, and I was like, then I looked it up. I was like, oh, that was probably Guruji again, or mom, or something, And So yeah. Then there was a time late fall last year, 2023, where I was supposed to be going to Ganesh Ji Puja at my cousin's house, and I was again at my mom's house doing, clearing out her belongings and things. So I was like, I'll go. Let me just take care of some things here, then I'll go to the Ganesh Ji Puja afterwards, pick up flowers maybe on the way. So I was running late, and I was like, I don't know if I have time to pick up flowers or whatever. But so as I lock up the house, I'm trying to leave. Something tells me to turn back around. I turn around, go in my mom's garden, and I don't know why I was there. I look, and all I see is just one red rose. Her entire garden was like dead, basically. It was late fall, so it was getting cold and stuff. So, but I didn't understand it. And something in me told me, oh, pick that one rose up, and you can take that to the Ganesh Ji Puja. So I took that. I don't know if that was another sign from Guruji, take this. So there were quite a few instances where, I don't know if you call it coincidence or what, but I just felt like he was with me. My mom was with me. She is with me. There were instances where I miss my mom and I miss her food or whatever it is, being at her besan ki mithai, laddu, dokla, anything. And I come here, and Guruji has blessed me with it. Just yesterday, this whole entire week, I was craving dokla, and Guruji had doklas here. So there are many instances like that, where he's like, I got you, You want something to eat? I'll feed you. So, Guruji has blessed me immensely many times, on many occasions, be it via his fragrance, swaroop, just showing up in anything I look at, even in the darbar itself, if you look closely, he's there. There are signs I've shown to Auntie. And there were instances where I'm with my mother-in-law, and I was like, Mom, did you see? She's like, Nahi kaha. She can't see it, but I see it. Same thing with her sister, my Masi. She doesn't see something. She doesn't smell his fragrance, but I do. So it's times like that where I know he's with me, he's blessed me, and he's got my back. He's कहते हैं ना तुम्ही Sorry. तुम ही हो माता, तुम ही हो पिता, तुम ही सब कुछ. Sorry. No, I'm okay, thank you. It's like, you have this whole list of things you want to say, and mine's drawing blank at this time, I'm sorry. But yeah, so whoever's going through the pain or similar things or whatever, just hang in there, because he's with you. He's with you. Just stay in, hang in there. Don't lose hope. Just have faith and love him immensely. Don't ask questions. Jai Guruji. Shukrana Guruji for giving me this opportunity to do my satsang today. Thank you.
Jai Guruji. Thank you, Mandir. Such a moving satsang. And I feel, Auntie, that on the 31st of May, when Guruji left his chola, I've heard from so many people who were connected with him at that time that they were devastated. They felt their world ended. अब क्या होगा? गुरुजी नहीं है. Maybe he planned his exit in that way, because just a month after that, when his birthday came, they knew he loved his birthday. So it was time to celebrate again. Why? Because that was again a day for us to thank him for coming to us, to thank him for his presence in our life. तो बिल्कुल वैसे ही आंटी, it is your opportunity now to thank your mother for being your mother. Thank her for being in your life. Thank every person who is in our life for being there, whether it was to give us joy or to push us towards our purpose. Either way, thanks to everyone. And most of all, thank you, Guruji. इसी के साथ आज का सत्संग यहीं समाप्त होगा संगत जी. अब हम लंगर करेंगे, और लंगर के लिए जिन्हें भी बर्तन सेवा करनी है वो प्लीज़ इस साइड करें. बाकी सब सेवादार आपको गाइड करेंगे, वैसे ही आप बैठिए. और दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे. जय गुरुजी. शुक्राना गुरुजी.